Get away from cities, wait for the sun to fall, then, by a night without clouds, look up at the sky and behold what you can see with your own eyes. One of the largest structures in the universe, a galaxy, ours. And although it is only one among the billions of others that populate the universe, it is exclusively the Milky Way that we will be interested in today. And it is strange to think that this galaxy, no human has ever contemplated it entirely with his own eyes. All the images you see will never be but views of artists, reconstructions made from collected data, from where we are, to some 27,000 light years from the center. Thus, by observing it from the inside, by attacking it always visually from the slice, the Milky Way appears to us in the form of this white vein, which draws its origin from the billions of stars accumulated on its disk, and which, too far away to be distinctly visible to the naked eye, together form a milky and diffuse strip that crosses the sky from side to side. Fortunately, our modern telescopes and our simulations can give us a splendid glimpse of this galactic hurricane. By examining and studying the behavior of the stars and interstellar gas clouds that move there, we have been able to deduce the shape and retrace a part of the history of this oversized structure. We know today that the 200 to 400 billion stars it contains are distributed within a disk large of some 100,000 light-years in diameter and thickness of 1,000. In other words, to nail you to the back of the head the idea of its immensity, imagine that even by moving at the speed of light, you would need 1,000 centuries of travel to hope to cross from side to side. This disk is 100 times larger than the sword. Moreover, if the distance separating our star from the orbit of Neptune was reduced to the point of holding in the volume of a large ball, then any proportion kept, the dimensions of the Milky Way would be the order of that of Europe. Yeah, it's big. In reality, our galaxy is so vast that all the stars that we can discern with the naked eye hold in this small sphere a region of 1,000 light-years of rays, which is only a tiny part of a set. That on the scale weighs at the bottom and at least 600 billion times heavier than our Sun. Similar to a spiral galaxy, we think that the Milky Way is endowed with 4 tight arms, rolling in the opposite direction to that of rotation, around a galactic bulb large of some 10,000 light-years, and in which is an extremely dense region where nearly 5% of the visible mass of our galaxy is concentrated in just 0.04% of its volume. There, at the level of the core, resides a supermassive black hole, as heavy as 4.5 million suns, and around which, in a light-year of rays, there are presumably some 20,000 stellar black holes. There is also a particularly high concentration of old stars, which would have been captured during minor fusions with other galaxies, but also attracted, since the disk, by the monumental mass of the central region, acts like a gravitational well. And since within the central regions the combined mass of these stars exceeds several tens of millions of solar masses, we think that their presence betrays the secrets of a past which were extremely agitated by phase. It was a time when our galaxy experienced periods of stellar formation surges, which resulted in the explosion of several 100,000 stars in supernova. And in this central region, more or less where, in the past, giant stars spit out hell, there is a disk of 8,000 light-years of diameter, spinning on itself 3 times faster than the matter around it. There are also regions where infernal conditions reign, where the temperature of the interstellar environment, made up of remains of supernova, hot gases under pressure, dust, and molecular clouds, can reach 10 million degrees. Despite everything, here, the continuously moving atmosphere of the interstellar atmosphere is still a mystery. And if the bulb, like the arms, is already in itself structures of dimension out of reach, we have discovered some capable of enveloping the galactic disk in its totality. It is the Galactic Halo, which extends up to 260,000 light-years from the center, and perhaps even beyond, and has dimensions that defy understanding. This bubble centered on the bulb is made up of a mixture of visible and invisible matter and does not express as much as the Milky Way.